Our first place Abe Lincoln Scholarship winner would be a standout amongst all high school seniors, even without having had any obstacles in her life. The Indiana State School Music Association awarded her a gold rating for orchestra violinist and a gold rating for solo and choir. She is the co-president of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, a varsity cross-country runner, as well as a track and basketball participant. The Indiana High School Athletic Association recognized her with the Sportsmanship Award. She is in the National Honor Society and on the A Honor Roll. Outside of school, our honoree has been a delegate and state commissioner at Hoosier Girls State and a delegate to the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Seminar. She volunteers at Community South Hospital and teaches Sunday school at her church. In fact, she has completed over 100 hours of community service. And now, my friends, let me tell you the rest of the story. In the 4th grade, she began experiencing extreme and chronic headaches following a respiratory infection. Then came the bad news, a brain tumor. In less than 30 days, she underwent surgery to biopsy the tumor and relieve the pressure in her head and corresponding headaches. Then, a glimmer of hope. The right thalamic astrocytoma tumor was benign. Still, chemotherapy was needed to keep the tumor stable. Complications came, some expected, such as exhaustion, loss of hair, missing school, and recovering on the weekends. Some were not expected, such as bad allergic reactions and severe headaches. Did I mention that she was only in the 4th grade? Finally, some stability and healing. MRIs would be performed every 6 months to make sure the tumor was kept in check. Many years passed, and our honoree found herself in sophomore year of high school. Life was good, accomplishments in all aspects of her life. Then a problem. An MRI showed an enhanced spot on the tumor. 6 weeks of radiation treatments at St. Vincent's Hospital. More MRIs and more frequently. Something more was needed. The neurosurgeon recommended removing part of the tumor just 2 years ago this week. An unusual surgery. She would be awake on the operating table for the entire surgery to make sure that nothing went wrong with motor skills. The neurosurgeon encountered complications, a brain bleed, and needed to sedate the patient. When she awoke from the 4.5-hour surgery, she knew something had gone terribly wrong. No movement on the left side of her body. Then came 3 weeks in the hospital undergoing physical and occupational therapy. Our accomplished cross-country runner now found herself learning how to walk again. Teachers, friends, and family rallied around her. She regained her strength, making up 7 weeks of advanced placement classes and finished the school year with all A's. Physical therapy would continue for months. When junior year came, how would she be able to run cross-country when she was having difficulty walking? She fought her way back through summer workouts, and she made the team. Yes, there was a lot of falling, and still some to this day. Nevertheless, she ran cross-country both junior and senior year. Would she ever be able to play the violin when her fingers no longer functioned correctly? She would go back to the 6th grade level music to start all over. She worked and worked until she was back as first chair in the orchestra. She has advice for all of us. Are you listening? And I quote, "All of my struggles have taught me to never take what I have for granted, like being able to do all my activities, because those abilities could one day be gone. My experiences have taught me to never give up," unquote. She also advised us to stay focused and bring others along with us on life's journey. The one word she used to describe herself, inclusive. Including others shines through in her commitment to another passion, best buddies. Her work as a buddy was not limited to specific school events. No, our honoree integrated her buddy into her life outside of school and her circle of friends. There would be more accomplishments after the recovery, such as the Brady Comeback Award for overcoming obstacles in sports. That compassion extends to her volunteer work in the Bone and Joint Unit at Community South Hospital. Her desire to pursue a career as an occupational therapist is not surprising, and she provides inspiration to those she serves in her volunteer capacity. By the way, she has already been accepted to multiple universities and plans to attend the University of Indianapolis. She is very grateful and appreciative of her family and many other people that have helped her along the way. The tumor is still there, the headaches too. She is not letting it stop her. Here are some comments from teachers and coaches. She has a sense of self at a young age that many adults lack. She is well-grounded in self-confidence and knows this assurance comes from hard work and tenacity. She will leave a lasting impression in the hearts of every educator and student at her school. Ladies and gentlemen, she left a very lasting impression with our committee. That is why the $16,000 2018 Abe Lincoln Scholarship first place award winner is Caroline Kavanaugh from Perry Meridian High School.
Congratulations to you. How are you feeling about this?
Pretty excited.
You've got to be. How are you doing physically? You've been through so much. How are you these days?
Well, I still have chronic headaches every day, all day, but I have MRIs every 3 months, and the tumor's stable, so.
To think that 2 years ago, basically right around this time, the left side of your body was paralyzed, and you worked your way back. How did you do that, especially in sports and running?
I did a lot of physical and occupational therapy and a lot of encouraging from my mom, because sometimes I didn't want to do my exercises, and she said, you got to do them. And so I did a lot of that, and then I gradually, I started with a 5-minute easy run, getting back to it, and then I gradually increased every week or so and got back to running with my team.
Give me some adjectives to describe yourself. I know inclusive is one of them.
Brave.
Yes.
And I like to be kind to everybody, so.
Which leads us to Best Buddies. What is it about these special needs kids that really reaches out to you? And tell me about Katie, is it? Katie?
Yeah. Okay, so my friend Katie, she used to live in my neighborhood, and we became friends, and she moved out of my neighborhood, but we're still close friends. And we're on the unified basketball and track team together at school. And we also, every Friday morning, I like to go on Friday morning Starbucks runs. That's kind of my thing. And she always comes along with us, me and a couple other friends too.
And what do you get out of that kind of volunteering?
Just a friendship that will last a long time.
It sure will. And then you also went to Girls State, and what was your role there?
I was the county commissioner.
So does that put you in charge of roads?
Yeah, so our building was considered our county, and as commissioners, we set up stop signs, and then the police, every time somebody ran a stop sign or didn't stop when they were walking in the hallway, it was our job to be like, hey, you ran that stop sign.
You know where I'm going with this. Can you do anything about the potholes?
No, I'm sorry.
I know you've had people who have helped you and pushed you sometimes when you didn't feel like going. Who would you like to thank?
My parents especially, and then also my coaches and a lot of my teachers at school.
And you really want to be an occupational therapist because they helped you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much, and congratulations to you. Any closing thoughts?
Congratulations to everybody. All your stories are amazing.
So is yours. Thank you.